All right, you guys, this is Chapter 10, Lecture 6. Chapter 10 is titled Calculation of Medication for Special Populations Based on Body Weight and Patient Age. And so what I've done is within the Lecture 5, I talked about the main 3 ways we can determine a patient's or calculate a patient's dose ordered based off of either using the body weight method, one of the 3 pediatric formulas, and the new or the third way or process I introduced to you guys is the body surface area. Remember, your body surface area has the abbreviation BSA, and its units are m squared. Now, the body surface area, you can think of the body surface area as another unit of the patient. So instead of the patient having their weight in pounds or kilograms, their body surface area is quote unquote their weight. But in addition, body surface area consists of 2 components, their weight and their height. So as you know, with the body weight method, you know, we've used pounds or kilograms, and you multiply that by the dose regimen of the milligram per kilogram. Well, body surface area is just another step of doing that. So instead of it being pounds or kilograms, we now have meters squared. All right. And remember, I told you that there are 2 formulas that you need to know when determining a body surface area. The first formula is meters squared equals the square root of a patient's height in centimeters times kilograms over 3,600. Our formula number 2 is meters squared equals the square root of height, in this case is inches, times pounds, right, over 3131. So let's go ahead and just practice how to calculate a body surface area using these formulas. Now, I'm going to tell you now, if you're using your appendix in the back of the book for your answers are not going to be correct because the book is using the nomogram to calculate the body surface area and not the actual formulas. The nomogram gives you an approximation of a patient's body surface area, not the exact body surface area. These 2 formulas will provide you the exact body surface area for the patient. So let's go ahead and start with practice problems C. If I can spell today, I'm sorry. Practice problem C on page, or at the bottom of page, I think that is 359. All right. And so it reads that you're to use the proper nomogram to calculate the following body surface areas as practice, and you're to round to the nearest 100th place. We're not going to use the body surface. We're not going to use the nomogram. We're going to use the body surface areas formulas. So looking at number 1, it says that a child weighs, so I'm going to pull out this patient's info. They weigh what? 15 pounds. And 24 inches tall. So out of the 2 formulas that I've given you for body surface area, are you going to use formula 1 or formula 2? Now, I'm going to be honest. Look at the height of the patient. It's very easy for you guys to convert kilograms to pounds, pounds to kilogram, but sometimes centimeters to inches and inches to centimeters can be very difficult for some people. So what I tell you guys is look at the height. Whatever the height units is, whether it's centimeters or inches, that's the formula you would use. So for number 1, you're going to use body surface area formula 2. Formula number 2, which I've indicated up here. So in order to solve that, you're going to say meters squared equals the square root. This is 24 inches times 15 pounds over 3131. I'm going to solve this step by step so you can see. So 24 times 15 is what? 600? Make sure my math is correct, you guys. No, I think my math is wrong. I think it's 360. Right? 24 times 15 is 360. All right? I'm doing it step by step. Now you need to divide that out. 360 divided by 3131 gives you 0.1149792. You're going to take the square root of that entire number that you get in your calculator. You're not going to round your answer off to the 100th place until you have taken the square root of the entire number. All right? So when you take the square root of that entire number, let's just make sure that my answer is correct. We have 24 times 15 is 360 divided by 3131. That number is 0.1149792, which is correct. And I am going to take the square root of that entire number, which gives me 0.339, and it's got a bunch of numbers behind it. You're going to round this off to the what? To the 100th place. So your answer is 0.34 meters squared. All right. So the patient's body surface area, using the body surface area formula number 2, is 0.34 meters squared. Let's try another one. Let's look at number 2, same page, page 359. It tells you that the patient is what? 48 inches tall, and that they weigh 50 pounds. All right. Remember, I've given you 2 body surface area formulas. The first body surface area formula is where you take the height in centimeters, multiplied by the kilograms, divided by 3,600, and take the square root. Then formula number 2 for the body surface area is where you take the patient's height in inches, multiplied by pounds, divided by 3131, and take the square root. Remember, you ask yourself, which of the 2 formulas do I use? Use the formula that already has the identification for the height of the patient. So in this case, the height of the patient is in inches. So I'm going to use body surface area formula number 2, where I am going to take, this is meters squared, the square root of the patient's height in inches, which is 48, multiply it by the pounds, which is 50, and divide it by 3131. I'm going to do it step by step so you guys can see it. 48 times 50, make sure my math is correct, is 2400 divided by 3131. If I divide that out, 2400 divided by 3131, within my calculator, I think you guys get 0 0.76658. It's a very long number, so I'm just going to indicate it by ... You're going to take the square root of that entire number. You're not going to round. All right? So I'm going to put in red, do not round until after completion of the square root. So what I'm telling you is that once you divide it out, you're not going to round that long number that you guys get in your calculator of 0.766528265729799. You're not going to round that to 0.77. You're going to round once you take the square root of that entire number. So the square root of that entire number, your answer, comes out to be 0.8755515, and it has a whole bunch of numbers behind it. So I'm just going to round that off to the 100th place. So your answer should be 0.88 meters squared. All right, let's do another one. I'll choose another one. Let's look at number 3. It says that a patient is what? 60 centimeters tall and they weigh 5 kilograms. You're going to calculate the body surface area. You're going to calculate the body surface area using the body surface area formula. In this case, you're going to use body surface area formula number 1. And that formula is, and the reason why I'm using that formula is because the patient's height is in what? Centimeters. So I am going to take, meters squared equals the square root of their height in centimeters, which it says is 60, their weight multiplied by their weight in kilograms, which is 5, divided by what? 3,600. 60 times 5 gives you 300. So that's meters squared equals 300. Make sure you check my math over 3,600. You're going to divide that out. So if I divide 300 into 3,600 in your calculator, I think you get 0.08333 repeating. It's a very long number. Your number is always going to be long. You're going to take the square root of that entire number and you get 0.2886 with some numbers behind it. You're going to round that to the 100th place. Your answer for this patient should be 0.29 meters squared. That is the body surface area for this patient. All right. All right, so that is the end of lecture 6. I'm going to pick back up on lecture 7. We're going to start calculating the dose ordered using the body surface area method. Picking back up in lecture 7. If you have any questions, let me know.